What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over a brand new build for Moze. Wait, did he just say Moze? That is right, you heard that correctly. I'm now going to start going over other builds for characters, and I wanted to start off with Moze. Now, for everybody that loves the Amar builds, don't worry, they are not going away. I actually have another video planned coming out soon. Here's a little sneak peek. So yeah, as you can see, that build is going to be pretty insane, and I can't wait to make the video for you guys. But in today's video, we're going to be going over the Anarchy Moze build. This build is similar to Amar's build, but Moze has some very good skills that actually pair with the Anarchy, and we'll be going over all that in this video. So if you want to learn all about it, be sure to stick around to the end. As always, this build is located in my Discord channel. If you would like to download it, it's located under the Saves Files tab. You'll find some of my other builds there as well if you want to check them out. So if you download the build, enjoy the video, or find it helpful in any way, remember, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and I truly appreciate it. But now with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, so starting off this build, as you can see, we have very little gear because you don't really need anything else other than this. So we have the Anarchy shotgun right here with a ×20 pellet spread. As you see, we also have an anoint on it for 160% more splash damage. Now, for some reason, this is obviously giving you the damage, but it's also giving you a lot more shields at the same time. I don't know if it's a glitch going on, but if you have this anointment equipped, you're also getting more shields. And this is going to pair really well with our Transformer shield right here. When we exit Iron Bear, we're getting 75% increased shields and health. So we're just going to have an absolutely absurd amount of shields, over 100,000 shields with some of our other skills, and it is actually crazy. Now, going back to the shotgun, the Anarchy, obviously, every automatic reload or kill grants 30% increased damage, and it can stack up to 10 times. So the negative part of this is obviously that it reduces the accuracy, but we're going to be working around that with our class mod right here. We have a Bloodletter that gives us 56% TDO weapon accuracy and 34% weapon accuracy. So we're going to have that nice tight pellet spread even with 20 pellets and even at max Anarchy stacks. So for the grenade we're using is a cloning maddening tracker. This and anoint we have on it is on grenade throw. We get weapon damage, grenade damage, and action skill damage increased 25% for 6 seconds. This is very good for keeping you up. You're already going to be super tanky with your shields, which you can just constantly throw your grenade and you're basically healing your shields all the time. Also, you're putting ammo back into the Anarchy. So if you're at 10 Anarchy stacks, you don't really need to reload the gun anymore. So the tracker right here is going to keep reloading down one of our skills, which is very good. Now, for the artifact we're using is a Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. You get 50% magazine size, 12% fire rate. This is obviously helping out with the DPS of the Anarchy, and also going to help negate one of our skills that's later into the skill tree. And it's just a solid damage bonus. We're getting 105% more damage at max stacks, which is actually crazy. Now, as you see over here, I have a class mod that gives you 1 point from the road. This is essentially just to fight bosses. Then I have a potent quickie where after exiting Iron Bear, we're getting 160% more splash damage. So this player with this is essentially just going to let you destroy any boss that you need to. It's actually crazy how effective Moze is for bossing, because that's all you need and everything dies. Be sure to put this on sticky mode though to get the max benefit. To get into this skill tree, when you put a lot of points in Demolition Woman and a lot of points in Shooter of Retribution. So we're going to start right here. We're putting 5 points in Armored Infantry to get 15% more damage and 13% more damage reduction when we have our shield active. This is very, very good because we're always going to have shields, so we're always going to have that damage, and we're always going to have that damage reduction. It's not a huge amount, but it's definitely there 24/7, and it's insane. Next, we have 5 points in Vlad Ingenuity. This is going to 30% more max shields, which is very good, and we're getting 47% shock damage resistance. The shock damage resistance is pointless since we're going to be using the Transformer, but the max shields is very good, and we also needed points to get down to the bottom of the skill tree. Now we're putting 3 points in Thin Red Line, and from our class mod, we're actually buffing this by 2, so we're getting 100% of our health reserved to our maximum shield. So this is also going to allow us to have a lot of shields, and we can use something else other than the Deathless. As you see, we have 1 health right here, so that means, like I said, we're going to use the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge, so we don't have to run a Deathless to get the max benefit of the Desperate Measures right here. So with Desperate Measures, we're getting 67% more damage the lower health is, and when you're at 1 health, you're getting the max benefit. So you're always getting 67% more damage, plus you're getting the 15% more damage right here. Now to add on top of the damage, we're going to be taking Drown with the Brass to get 20% more gun damage per stack, and we lose a little fire rate, and we can get 3 stacks of this, so we can get up to 60% more damage. Now the 12% fire rate on the artifact right here is going to help negate Drown with the Brass, plus Drown with the Brass is going to give us more damage, which is also buffing our Anarchy stacks to get just an insane amount of damage. It's actually ridiculous, and we can just run a gun and kill everything. Now I have 1 point in experimental munitions right here to get 15% bonus incendiary damage if we hit a crit, which is very nice. This is going to help with bossing and mobbing. It's just a solid 15% of our damage dealt doing as incendiary. So then I have 1 point in full cannon whoop ass right here to get 25% more shield recharge rate, and our shield start recharging as soon as I enter Iron Bear. So this is going to pair real well with our shield. We're getting 75% increased shields after we exit Iron Bear, and then also with our anoint on our gun, because we're also going to be getting shields with that. Now since this is the only gun we're using, we're always going to get this benefit, and it is crazy. Now finally in this skill tree, I have 5 points of Phalanx Doctrine. This is giving us 14% more damage per stack and 21% more shields per stack, and each stack lasts 30 seconds, and you have an unlimited amount of these stacks. So this is not only going to allow you to get Anarchy stacks, but you're also getting your Drown with Brass stacks, and now on top of that you can Phalanx Doctrine stacks to keep getting increased gun damage, and it is actually crazy. It's just stacks on stacks on stacks. It's constantly stacking damage up, constantly being a tank because you have more shields right here every time you get a kill, plus you already have an absurd amount of shields with Thin Red Lawn and the Transformer having a huge capacity, and all your anoints. It is disgustingly good. You are very tanky and you do a lot of damage, and that's just this first skill tree. Now getting into the next skill tree, we have Demolition Woman right here. So every time we do splash damage, we're getting bonus incendiary damage. And fun fact, the Anarchy does splash damage. So now we're not only going to do shock damage, we're also going to be doing incendiary damage as well. Then if we hit crits, we're also going to be doing even more incendiary damage. Now I have 3 points in Means of Destruction right here. So this is what I was talking about. Every time we do splash damage, you're getting ammo regenerated and a grenade regenerated. For the most part, it's a chance, but since you're shooting 20 pellets out and the grenade hitting enemies all the time, it's pretty much always working, and it is crazy good. Now I have 5 points in Torg cross promotion right here. I needed points just to get down to the bottom, so this was the main thing. I was putting it in. Then I have 1 point in Auto Bear. This is going to be very good for applying debuffs to enemies. So as you see, I'm running the Vanquish Rocket Pod with the targeting softening augment. This is essentially going to let you get in your Iron Bear, shoot. This is going to apply 15% debuff to whatever you shoot. Then you get out, you have 160% more damage, a lot more shields, and then you can just go to town on the enemy. Then next I have Pull the Holy Pin. So all our grenades have a chance to crit, which is going to help a lot with our health generation. And then the health generation is Vampire right here. So every time we do damage with a grenade, we're getting 20% of that damage back as health. And if you didn't know, the Bloodletter actually heals your shields if you was ever to heal your health. So if Moze would be healed, she gains shields instead. If she'll regenerate health, she would also gain shield regeneration. So this is essentially going to let you throw your grenade. Grenade's going to hit everybody, crit everybody, and you're going to keep regenerating your shield, which is very good. This is your main source of healing that shield on top of just the normal shield regeneration. So just constantly throw these, and you're going to constantly have grenades, constantly have ammo, constantly have healing, constantly have incendiary damage, and it's actually crazy. Now, again, to get down to the bottom, I just had to put 3 points in. Why can I carry all these grenades? This is just giving you 3 more grenades. It's not really needed, but it does help out if you ever start running low, which you never do, but it's there. And then I have 1 point into the last, so we can throw grenades and fight for our life. Now, one thing I want to emphasize again really quick is we always need to be throwing grenades, is because every time we throw a grenade, we're getting more weapon damage, grenade damage, and action skill damage, 25% for 6 seconds. So weapon damage obviously is very good. Grenade damage obviously is going to heal you more. The action skill damage is kind of whatever. But then finally, our final skill point is in Short Fuse. This is essentially going to let you shoot your guns and have a 20% chance to create a secondary explosion, and that secondary explosion does 75% of your gun damage. So on something like the Anarchy, you're doing an insane amount of damage. 75% of that damage is also going to be shot again, and since you're shooting 20 pellets, you almost get this explosion every single time. It's actually crazy. So that is it for this build. The main way you want to play it is essentially, like I said, just constantly try to keep your stacks up. Every time you kill an enemy, you're getting jammed with Brass, Faithless Doctrine, and Anarchy stacks. Damage wise in that department is already insane. But if it wasn't enough, you're also getting more damage with things like Desperate Measures. You get 67% more damage with that. Then you're also getting damage between short fuse, get secondary explosions, which is nuts. Then you get Fire in the Skag Den to get 15% bonus incendiary damage. Plus, you have Experimental Munitions to also give you more damage if you hit crits. And then on top of all of that, you have Armored Infantry to get even more damage when you have your shield up, plus damage reduction. So damage-wise, as you can tell, it's already insane. But that's not even just the main part of the build. Survivability-wise, it's also ridiculous. So even with Armored Infantry, like I said, you're getting 13% damage reduction. Then you have Let Off Ingenuity to get 30% more shields. Then Redline to get 100% more shields. Faithless Doctrine is also giving you shields per kill. Then you have your main healing sources like Pull the Holy Pin and Vampire. And you're always going to have grenades to keep healing you. Plus, with all the skills just interacting so well with each other, your anoints are also going to be doing a lot. So with your guns, you can get in your Iron Bear, apply debuffs, get out, you have a lot more damage. Then you have a lot more shields to keep healing with all your skills and just being super tanky. It's actually ridiculous. This build is very, very fun. I would highly recommend it. If you've never played Moze before, this is a great build to start playing her off on. It is very effective and it is very, very fun. Now for bossing again, basically just use that potent quickie and then that class mod where you get 1 point from the road. That alone just lets you destroy everything boss wise. Put it on sticky mode, get in your Iron Bear, shoot the debuff, get out, and then go to town on whatever boss. Just keep spraying, try to hit crits if possible, and you just do an absurd amount of damage. Now another cool thing with the quickie is with all these skills working together, you're obviously getting incendiary damage on crits, then splash damage is giving you incendiary damage, and then also when the rocket blows up, it also has a chance to apply the secondary explosion effect, which is giving you even more damage. It is absolutely insane and very, very, very fun. So that's gonna do it for the build, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed. This was my first Moze build video ever, other than one of the very first ones I did way back when, before the game even came out. But with the game actually releasing, this is the very first build. So really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys can mess around with it. Tell me how you like it in the comment section. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you downloaded the build, found this video helpful in any way, or enjoyed it, remember, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps me out, guys. I truly appreciate it. I'm on the road to 2,000. I just hit 1,600, so we got 400 more to go. All the support has just been absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I truly, truly cannot thank you guys so much for everything. All of the love, all the comments, all the likes, all the views I'm getting. Like, it actually means a lot. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it all for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I expect to see the Amar build soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.